Hello everybody and welcome in. Today we are going to be going over, as you're here for, a Hercules build. I want to go through a couple of different Hercules builds in some video series because people have been wanting some of the theory crafting, some of the team building, so here we are back at it. We've got Hercules up, so let's run this through. This is the Hercules Bubbles team core. Now the idea behind this is get Bubbles to give buffs to Hercules, let Hercules go nuts, doing what he does, countering everybody, doing that kind of stuff, and then have Bubbles going nuts with him. Now the rest of the team got Ursula in there just for controlling the speed as well as the purges and the control with the polymorph, and then you've got Baymax in there for the cleanses as well as the taunting and the healing, with Hero in there obviously to speed them both up and to protect and whatnot. And Hero does the same. Anyone that's going to give evades to Hercules is going to really buff him up and make him even better and better. So that is the theory and the idea behind it. You can change this team up, but this is what we're going to be looking at today. This is the team and the theory. This is one of the first real little annoying Hercules teams that came about, and now mine are, as you notice there, 3 of my characters are tier 7, so if you have them all at tier 8 like my opponents, there will be some differences. Like you'll notice the damage between Bubbles and Hercules by far will be a whole lot better, and the survivability of Baymax will be a whole lot better, so just take that in mind with this. But I'll explain anyway how it is, because this team, especially with teams of Hercules that are running like this now, I could just go on. I am just gonna, do I want to risk it? Just force a turn straight away over to Hercules, but I'm gonna hold out for now. I could have, I was considering, do I want to give a turn to Hercules straight away, or do I want to give a turn to Bubbles and then give Hercules the buff straight away, so then as soon as these characters are getting attacks, this is the whole theory of it. So even at tier 7s versus tier 8s, boom, white bell right down. I've got Hercules protected a little bit, although now the damage is going to be starting to roll in on him. Ooh, we did it on. Ooh, that is going to be ouchie. The good thing is my opponent putting the Intimidate on Bubbles, having Bell and Beast there to do that. Just going straight after Herc. And I don't blame him. Having that on there, that Bubbles right there just saved his Bell right there. Now I'm hoping this blind will save me. That is what Ursula is good for. He could try. Oh no, he's going for the basic stuns. Doesn't get the stun, so that's good. Getting the protects up there, so I just need to get. I need to get some of these. I'm going to go for the control. I need to get some of these protects up and just get him empowered as soon as we can. So good thing here is using evades on Herc after he has got the protects. What that is going to do is, okay, what we want to do here, I'm going to, also, other thing, I could have protected or cleansed everyone, but I want to save that for now, because he can just be a pain. I'm going to go after Merlin just here, just to give her some offense down. I could have went for Merlin, but Merlin is, I think I can survive easily without, but we'll see. I'll take the assist. Oh man, the assist is just popping off. Good thing here is that if Baymax dies, then Hercules goes invincible, and then all he needs to do is survive and live. I'm gonna leave his that was terrible of me. I want to hope for some slows right about now. I just need to get some turns in. Here we go. Boom. a bit of a bug there with Hercules. Yes, that is broken. Yes, that is part of the reason why some people use this, is that it makes him glow straight away as soon as you get these. So that's kind of a little bit broken. I want to throw this. Oh, it's too slow. I was going to throw a turn over to Baymax there. The reason why I was going to throw a turn over to Baymax is I want to make sure. I want to see if I can just wipe her out. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have polymorphed her. The reason why I should have polymorphed her is because I don't want her to heal the whole team. That is the idea. But like this right here, Hercules broken. As soon as he gets like the invincible, this is like one of the worst things about Hercules. Absolute worst is that getting invulnerable with Hercules when he's taunting, when he's got that protect up, he's like the rest of the team takes no damage. He just goes nuts. And then he's gonna then go invincible on his own turn because he's got 5 up, and then it's just he's just so crazy broken. If he survives, okay, Beast gets there, evades. I've had a few times where like just before Herc gets his turn, he gets like knocked out, and it's like no, like this, no, and then it's just like game over. Ouch, like right there. That is the worst. And again, like with a tier 8 Hercules versus that, would have been a completely different story. More health, more survivable, and would have done a lot more damage with these characters. But I did make 2 mistakes when Hero didn't get to force Baymax to have a turn, because just having the extra taunter in there would have made the difference. But man, those heals, oof, those heals. That is the idea here. I wanna just drop this because of those little mistakes made with the timing out my turns. Very well played by my opponent. I'm just putting that out there. But let's see if we can properly show this. We got a little look at it at the beginning there. But let's just jump straight in again. I don't mind if I get the same opponent or not, and then we'll see what we can do here. Here we go. So, ooh, got a Herc. So here's like both of these. So this is pretty much another version of this team. Just getting bubbles to give Herc and go ham is the whole idea. That is the whole idea of why people use this. So no matter what, you're going to be getting a good showing of what the bubbles Herc build is doing with all this. So what I'm gonna do is, ooh, yeah, I wanna polymorph bubbles because I don't want his bubbles to be. I'm going to actually. Do I want to risk? Yeah, I want to give this to my bubbles. Giving it to my bubbles. I'm just going for it. And see if we can just get a showing up for you. Now there is different strategies of how you can set this up, and depending on who your opponents are, about what you want to do about this. But this is why I have been running Baymax in here, just because running Baymax in there, no matter what, even if you're throwing turns around and you come up against beasts, you can afford to just throw some turns around like that. Now I am going to go here and taunt again, protect Hercules, and one of the other things I didn't explain last time about having patient on Hercules, even though yes it is bugged, the other reason and idea for it is that Hercules, when he is protecting, if they choose to go for him, he's going to be taking less damage from his protects, but also he is going to be taking less damage from the patients. Now, if he attacks my Hercules with that, that's going to be sad. Or if he purges a taunt, that would be sad too. But here we go. So like that's the whole idea right there. That's the whole idea with Hercules, to have bubbles just constantly assisting and just going over and over and over, no matter who he's charging. That is why people run bubbles with Hercules. And that was an interesting choice. That was a lucky evade by me, but that was still a very interesting choice. And now if my Herc just pops off, and then his Herc's going to pop off too, but Bubbles also goes for all those counters. Oof, straight away, that is rough. Rip. My Herc hasn't even had any. I haven't even targeted him, so that is one downside you'll see. And that is one downside you'll see, is that if they just start, because he had those protects, he just racked up those. He just racked up those furies. Furies? Do you call it furies? Yeah. And automatically just full team wipe. So you gotta watch out for those. But the whole idea with this build, and this is like what the opponent was going for as well, same that it is just going all for that. And like, I find Bubbles, when you're going up against, I found like Hercules made Bubbles nearly unusable. Like, as you've seen here, like my Hercules countering his Bubbles, his Hercules countering my Bubbles, and my team is a lot worse off, being tier 7s, but it's harsh, it's terrible. And this is ouch. So like, this is what Herc does. He goes in, he's gonna stun everybody except for Bell, because he is in there. Oh, I'm beast resisted, and he's on my head too. But the idea then to just carry on and go over and over and over, and just keep that up. And my Hercules just isn't as strong to get through the defense. But like that's the whole broken thing about Hercules. And with Bubbles, you can see the potential that it does have, and this is exactly why people are running it. And now our Hercules is just gonna be fighting each other and throwing pillars at each other, and that's what it's gonna end up being. And now he's just stacking more protects just to be prepared for when my invincibility goes away, and he's just wiping down all my effects. Oof, that's rough. That is rough. And then mine's gonna be pretty much doing nothing. Yeah, 6k. If that was a full tier 8 Hercules, his crits for that ability, especially if he gets offense up, those crits go up to like 26 to in the early 30s is what they get with offense up. And then if you're getting like crit power up and things like that, then they go absolutely nuts. But that right there is the power of the Hercules Bubbles team, and you've seen it from the 2 different versions. And definitely, if you have all the characters right on up, you can see how annoying and great they are, and just Hercules just countering, and that is by far, you'll see the difference of stars and powers. And yikes. So well played by my opponent, good showing either way you choose to run this. And it is a dangerous, annoying team. Now there are ways to shut it down. If you just shut down Hercules, and if you can, like, say, polymorph Hercules and get rid of him. So if I change this up a little bit and you added you've got another purge out there, or if I got out with Baymax and actually got a purge out and then polymorphed his Hercules, that is mainly the way to shut down this team. Is just that if it's all built around him, if you can control it, then it's not too bad, as long as then his Bubbles isn't there just to heal and get him out of the polymorph state or whatnot. So you need to be able to control the 2 of them, which can be hard, but if you can do it, say if you're running like a multiple team that has multiple stuns and silences and the likes, then that is what I've found to be the easiest way to shut down this team. But hopefully you've enjoyed this, and look forward to more Hercules team builds and other team builds. we're getting back to that again. So hopefully you enjoy this, and we will see you all very, 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 very soon. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. If you want to catch me live streaming and testing things live, my Twitch is in the description below as well if you want to check me below. So I'd love to have you guys around, and I will be doing a birthday stream in the start of next week. So if you want to be there for that, just have a bit of a celebrations and have some fun, some crazy fun while we're at it. I'd love to have you guys just to hang out and have fun. So hopefully we'll see you there.